You are absolutely right, boys. I am down on the grid as always. Our season finale about to get underway this weekend. And as we have done all season long, we will give you the look down to turn one. Very feisty out there. I mean, you were kind of trying every which way. And then I imagine at some point the team told you, we don't need this on the road. Squeeze around, squeeze through. We've got many, many spectators with us today. We have got the race control. Now, you might have heard Matthew talking during the races about race control potentially looking at some incidents. Well, this is where it is all done. So race control is done in the lounge. All the cars are now on the grid. The 1 minute board has gone up. The grid is about to be closed and we are about to get the 6 hours of Barcelona underway. Anything can happen over the next 6 hours and make sure you stay with us. Obvious difference on some of these cars is the use of the dorsal seam. Now that's this line that runs right the way along the bonnet over the top onto the roof. Now this is seen on some of the earlier cars but not on the later cars, and it also highlights the use of a split windscreen on some cars versus a single pane windscreen on others. It looked like a really, really tricky race out there. I mean, we did see you have a bit of a moment. Was your heart in your mouth a little bit?
Yeah, just a bit. The first moment was really bad.
Living up to the team's name, that was an elite performance. I mean, once again, we didn't really see all that much of you because you were kind of driving your own race out there. And if you and Josh have got a competition of who can cross the line with the biggest gap, then it's 1-0 to you at the moment. But great drive to start the day. And talk to me about the degradation here, because obviously we've got a lot of long right-handers at this circuit. Typically tends to beat up the left tyres. But you managed to keep them underneath you. Was it something that you were having to think about and manage throughout the race?
Yeah.
A lot of tyre changes going on now. All of the high-tech drivers left the pit lane on wets. They have since come round to the grid and immediately changed to slicks. I'm now joined alongside me once again by the man of the hour, Chris McCarthy. And Chris, we want to talk a little bit more about your story. So kind of how you came to be working with the charity and a little bit about where you are today.
Yeah, thanks very much. My story, I guess, starts with my diagnosis of...
And I mean, when you see something like this today, if we take you back to kind of how you were feeling when you were first told that you weren't going to be able to race, that must have sort of felt like things had kind of come crashing down a bit around you. But when you look at what we have here today, you must just be amazed.
Yeah, I really did. I was devastated.
Fantastic. So much action going on. Had us right on the edge of our seats, and you could hear in the commentary box that it had the two of you on the edge of your seats as well. Of course, as Leo just said to me, this is an F1 track. All of these drivers hoping to make it to F1, and the chance to race on an F1 track starts now.